Okay, so this was the week where we finally saw the affidavit that led to the search of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Gulf estate in Florida. And it confirmed that for over a year, the National Archives have been trying to get 15 boxes of sensitive documents back, and that, yes, the former president may have broken a number of laws in retaining those documents. So the boxes contain 7 documents marked confidential, 92 documents marked secret, and 25 documents marked top secret. And then like 10 more documents that are like, keep out, no boys allowed. No, I made that up, obviously. Trump is currently asking for a special master or like a third-party attorney to oversee the Department of Justice and their actions. He may get his wish. We're not sure. But we do know a little bit about those documents themselves. And there's like some serious stuff, and then there's like some salacious stuff if we have times. The serious stuff is pretty fucking serious, which is Trump may have gotten people killed. Americans specifically who weren't supposed to be killed. And there's a timeline that's starting to be built, but this is from the New York Times, which came out this week. Classified material on human intelligence sources helped trigger alarm. So documents related to the work of clandestine sources are some of the most sensitive and protected by the government. In the government, FBI agents found some in boxes retrieved from Donald J. Trump's home. So this might have spurred some of the alarm. Digging deeper, nothing in the documents released on Friday described the precise content of classified documents or what risk their disclosure might carry, but the court papers did outline the kinds of intelligence found in the secret material, including foreign surveillance collected under court orders, electronic eavesdropping on communications, and information from human sources, i.e., spies. Mr. Trump and his defenders have claimed that he declassified the material he took from Mar-a-Lago, but documents retrieved from him in January include some marked HCS, so Human Intelligence Control System. The documents have material that could possibly identify CIA informants, meaning a general sweeping declassification of them would have been at best misguided. Yeah, no shit. So when FBI agents went through the 15 boxes of materials turned over to the National Archives by Trump in January, a year after he left office, they quickly determined that they contained 184 documents marked as classified, including some of those HCS, especially troublesome revelation in the eyes of intelligence experts. It is among the most sensitive information related to human intelligence sources and very tightly held at the CIA, said George Jameson, a former CIA officer and lawyer. A compromise could result in harm to the source and that source's information. So, according to former officials, the documents marked HCS have special handling requirements. They have to be stored properly. Also, there were some FISA marked documents, which means, again, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. What this tells us, and this is from my former general counsel of the National Security Agency, is that there was possibly something from human beings, from spies, possibly something involving foreigners who are the only ones targeted under FISA, and potentially there is very sophisticated, sensitive information involved here. So potential CIA assets, which are Americans, right? And then, you know, information about foreigners that he was keeping, FISA stuff. So timeline-wise, some folks are like, so you wanted the documents in January 2021, then you got them in January 2022. Not all of them, again. That's why there needed to be a raid anyway. There was more left over. But then there's this headline from October 2021, which is captured, killed, or compromised. CIA admits to losing dozens of informants. Counterintelligence officials say in a top secret cable to all stations and bases around the world that too many of the people it recruits from other countries to spy for the U.S. are being lost. And this is a tweet, Tristan Snell writing, October 2021, CIA counterintelligence sent a top secret cable warning an unusually number of confidential informants were being killed, captured, or compromised. In January 2021, Trump stole the documents on these kinds of informants. Oh my God, is Trump leaking CIA assets? We need a new bond just for this.
He's just selfish. And so it's just like, it's so not surprising to me when I first started hearing this stuff. It's like, well, of course he's betraying America. What does he care? He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't believe anything that he says, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, if this were the work of like a Javier Bardem villain in a Bond movie, I'd be like super into it because I'm like kind of liked him in whatever one that was. And like, you know, generally I'm not a fan of the CIA. I'm just gonna put that out there. I know that's pretty crazy. But also this is a fucking president, a former president who might have compromised these CIA assets. And by the way, I misspoke. I said they were Americans. They're not all necessarily Americans, but they're being paid by the United States. And then like sort of, I remember when that headline came through, it was like, huh, that's weird. Weird that like there's suddenly this rush of like hits on CIA assets. And the fucking like, and by the way, nothing that he could be accused of, all the crimes about keeping the documents, none of that is, oh, and you got, you know, whomever killed. Like it's all separate.
Right.
It's all stuff that, again, like Reality Winner and Edward Snowden had to flee the country over, Reality Winner serving 5 years in prison over, like shit that if it were fucking any of us, I mean, come on, we would never see daylight again.
Right.
Oh,
but have you ever played a strategy game like Risk or something, you know, where you just sit back and let your enemies fight each other?
Yeah.
This is how I feel about Trump versus the CIA and FBI. But it is, I mean, there's absolutely something that's just wild about the fact that this like president just was so completely did not care about the country that he was ostensibly president of, or what, you know, whatever.
Right. If I can't be president anymore, I'll just watch them fight.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. You're just like, well, I'm not winning at Risk, but I can definitely pit these people against each other and use the information I have to watch it all burn.
So that's true, but I was also thinking about me as someone who doesn't like the CIA or Trump.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's true on all sides of this. Is I'm like, no, yeah, CIA, FBI, Trump, you go at each other.
Yeah, please, exactly. Right. I don't have a dog in this fight. But it's right. But it's like, it's just incredible that you're like, how is Trump so awful? He's making me minimally defend the FBI or CIA. Like, these motherfuckers have files on all of us. Like, they're watching this show right now. Like, it's someone's job to watch the Bitchuation Room and listen and like write down anything that sounds anti-government. You know, like that. Yeah. Like, and we're like, what the fuck? So I just think that's insane, and I'm curious to hear more about that. And I feel like, if that is at all true, I absolutely, and we shouldn't know the names of the CIA assets, but we absolutely should know that this is what happened. I mean, that like, again, he's already done the treason on January 6th, but this is also a pretty fucking high level of treason. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.